Hey, what's up? In this video, I'm going to talk about leveling up in the game of life. In the previous video, I just uploaded it's about trolls and how these agents, like Matrix agents, can come in to your timeline through people or animals or in different shapes and forms, and they can try to keep you anchored in a lower reality. So I feel like I want to give some depiction of what are these levels of reality like. Uh, in the highest levels of reality, you even transcend the appearance of reality. So your consciousness and your timeline and also your character, your avatar, are inside of you. So if you can rest as consciousness, even for a bit, it's kind of like nothing's going on there. Well, from this level of reality, it's very easy to reserve your reactions to the outer world. The outer world always trying to subscribe you into a storyline, into a timeline. Whenever you automatically speak or react to something, you're connecting into that timeline energetically. If you're just staying as consciousness, you're sovereign, which means you're a free player, free explorer, and all the realities are possible for you, but now you're not deciding on anything in particular. However, you're also able to instantly change the channels. That means that when you are inside of a timeline and there is a time continuum, something's going on, you can unsubscribe while that is going on, which dilutes the timeline. And literally, people and what they were saying while the story was ongoing, they will kind of like forget about it. They will have a reset, change the topic, change the behavior, or the situation disperses. So when you're in a lower consciousness, maybe you don't have that ability to reserve your reaction and shift the channel. So let's say how you can shift the channel is always to your favor. If there starts to be a shit show, you can make yourself immune to that. Or if you're navigating a conversation and you're mindful, you can always direct the conversation to where you'd like it to go. And if people want to drag you down into some complaining and like lower timeline stuff, you can also like not respond to that, and you can respond again from projecting fun, love, abundance, whatever, right? Now, first of all, we need to learn how to be not responsive. And this is a little bit counter logical because when we come into the world, we learn from the world. You first look at your parents and you expect them to, show you how something works because you don't know how anything works. And then you're referencing external reality as real so you can get the gist of it, like how it works. So you're basically copying. Your baby automation when you come into this game is to copy and emulate other people's behaviors. But now you have built yourself up to the level of you're your own sovereign conscious creator. So other people's opinions, actions, or whatever they're prompting you might not be what you want to experience at all. And you have the power to create, but in order to create, you have to be able to jam. You have to be able to freestyle. You have to be able to make up your own imagination and project that onto the world in the way that you're not asking anybody else for even validation or guidance. So why am I sharing what I'm sharing? I'm sharing. And you can find reference to what other people are sharing that are like, that clicks. So still, you can communicate with people and with the world as long as that is on the level that is your level. Okay? If we're jamming on the same level, we're co-creating on the same level. If we're inspired on the same level, we can create a ping pong on the same level. But you have to be aware of that at any given juncture, at any given pause between the words, the course of this can turn into, I see what's happening in the world, there's just no opportunity to find jobs. There's just no opportunity to thrive. The world, life is a very depressing place. So I could just be any one of your friends or acquaintances that just takes this story from the level of pure imagination and let's create reality to, I'm stuck in a victim consciousness and I'm on a lower level playing field of the game where I don't see what's what and I don't see myself as the creator, but I'm caught up in some negative feedback loop of my self-limiting ideas, concepts, and thought forms. Which is why, first thing first, you need to be okay with being alone. And then, second, you have to be okay with defragmenting your thoughts and feelings and just do that mental hygiene where accumulated references that you get from the world, you can find your own way to defragment. So let me give you an example of something that I'm experiencing. So I started to do this quantum shift, quantum leap, call it manifestation challenge. And then I started to do logs on my Telegram channel. If you want to get into the challenge, it's free. You just join the link below this video for my Telegram channel. And okay, and so I went into the process of, I imagined something and now I want to anchor that into my timeline or manifest. However, first day of sitting with that imagined scenario, my mind was literally spamming me all kind of like negative, anti, like my mind was the antichrist. It was like, you can't do it, no way this is gonna work. I'm like, okay, I'm imagining something out of my current linear timeline possibility. It looks impossible, it looks out of reach. The only thing that I have faith in is that I did manifestation before, so I'm expecting the process to work again like it did before. So in myself, I have a conviction that I understand how reality principles work. However, my mental activity is just like pinging all these tabs, like this can't work, you're an idiot, you will not succeed. I'm like, okay, so how do I get from high frequency where everything is manifested like this into such constriction that in my mind there's all these thoughts and information streaming that's like, you can't do it, 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 you can't do it. And so I had to sit and endure. And I was like, okay, I'm being really grateful that my mind is showing me all the I can't or self-limiting concepts and beliefs, because I also understand that once I defrag, once I go through all of this, I will get into a clear space where I will just feel, oh yeah, it's already happening effortlessly. But I have to defragment. So you see what's going on here. It's crazy. Just being in the environment and in a co-creative playing field with all the people in the world, cross-referencing information through conversations and media and whatnot, family members, you get somewhere where your timeline probability is not what you as pure consciousness can create, because you can literally create anything out of nothing. There needs to be no linear cause and effect. You can just imagine something into existence, but this is the highest vibration where you're maintaining your pure consciousness bubble. And then yes, you can shift timelines just like that, like you have the remote control. However, if your mental and we're all processing models, we're information processing models, we're pinging information, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to them, I'm seeing things, I'm recording things, I'm hearing things, I'm recording things, people talk to me, I record it. So everything that you are recording through communication with your environment and other people has a frequency. And some of these frequencies are love, kindness, empowerment, abundance, and so on. All of this stuff that feels good, actually, and playful, gamified, effortless, beautiful, interesting, and so on. Others are just lower frequencies where people experience in their storylines and timeline such a degree of separation or such a large amplitude of separation in the pixel of reality that every story comes from separation scarcity mindset and victim consciousness. And then if you're not really discerning what you're being informed with, and to be honest, it's not really easy not to pick up these frequencies. When you're somewhere in nature and you're living like outdoors and whatnot, it's really easy. I'm living in a city and this whole environment is programmed to be on a hard level. So this game here is hell. It's hard level, so many degrees of separation, and nobody can even, from all these degrees of separation between you and your anything, like literally you have to navigate city, you have to navigate people, you have to navigate complex environments, you have to navigate cars and parkings, you have to navigate banking, you have to navigate blah, 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 blah. It overloads you. And when you start thinking from an overloaded mind, everything that you imagine has 32 degrees of separation. Let's say you want to do something and now your mind is going, I have to go from A to B to C to D to E, F, G, and then I get to D, then I get to X. This is how the mind works in the lower frequency. However, in a higher frequency, you imagine it and there's no need to even create a linear labyrinth or a storyline because you imagine it, it happens. So it's instant synchronicity, instant feedback loop, instant update. Yeah, but you have to purify your environment. You have to go to a different environment where this is possible, this level of expanded awareness and not so much information. However, if you're in the car, on the phone, with the kids, in the business, on a TikTok, all this information will overclog you and you maybe are not even seeing from which layers or levels of the game this information is being pinged to you. But then you're just subscribing, opening tabs. So when you subscribe into all of these realities, of course, these frequencies are going to be mismatched with you effortlessly manifesting or doing something. And it's a crazy game. It's a hard mode game. And in that game, you need to be the strongest demon. You need to be the conqueror of obstacles or whatnot. However, a different reality exists where you are effortless enjoyer. These heavens and hells are for your entertainment because there's no actual success, there's no actual death, there's in pure conscious there's nothing actually going on. You're just in a screen that's creating different data sets, different data streams, and through these data streams you're experiencing different environments. Like the whole thing on like the absolute level is not even about, it does not have any meaning. The meaning is inscribed to whatever you're perceiving. You're creating meaning as you go. So you can say, life is about getting money or having loved ones or being healthy, but it's simply that's personal. Okay, that's arbitrary. That's relative to you personally. To somebody else, it might be getting the most points in the first-person shooter. This is how many kills I've got, and then you kind of like do the little dashes and then cross them over. And like, I got 10 kills. How much you got? I got 114 kills. Confirmed? Yeah. Oh my god, I only have 10. I need to get more kills. So it's consciousness role playing in a very realistic, so you can take it many times as real. So what I'm saying, make space for consciousness. Take royal distance from your mind. Understand that self-limiting beliefs and also self-empowering beliefs are not real. So when you're projecting, when you manifest something, you can endure self-limiting concepts, hate, anguish, constriction, resistance, all of this. Gross. Because they feel constricting. But you can also be like, okay, I'm just going to insert some abundance here, abundance there, abundance everywhere, so I can sprinkle that abundance in my tea. And this can make, let's say, then you building a business or doing your life inside of this reality, it can make it to be this easy or this hard. See what I'm saying? So just to experiment with this, one time I made a business from pure consciousness, inserting one paper note of mental arrangement and limitation to how this business will show up. I literally took a piece of paper and I wrote, so from source consciousness, I'm creating a business where I'm not appearing and I'm not involved, and money shows up here and it's a win-win for everyone involved, but I don't know what it is about because I'm not involved. And then I came back home and the money was there on the table where I specified. So like literally from that level of conscious, you can create something that you're not even involving yourself, you're not talking about, you're not shaking hands, you're not going, you're not doing, you're just creating from pure conscious, pure manifestation. And even that can pull the strings and the mechanism of this computer and create a business for you where you're not even showing up and you get paid. And that's just a possibility. Is it probable for you right now? It really depends on what data stream you are surfing right now. If you want easier reality, you can have it. You just need to defragment your current process. Okay? And when we are identified with self-concepts and thoughts, then we can really see that we are not these appearances, storylines, timelines of physical reality. You're not even your thoughts. You're not even a person. There's no consistency there. You're just your person is information stream. Your outside manifested timeline is a feedback loop of your self-concept information stream. So you update your information stream, you defragment what you don't need, you insert new things, and the reality outside of you, the experiences, they update. You're all the time manifesting. Now, how complicated do you need to be, or how simple you want to have it? It's up to you. Now, by the way, I'm doing personal mentorships at the moment. This is my only offer. I have this Telegram group that I mentioned where you can just jam on my logs and audios. There's some meditations there, guided manifestation stuff. So if you want to check that out, that will be in the link. And if you want to work one-on-one and kind of like defragment your timelines and create a new reality, anchor yourself into new timelines, or really troubleshoot, or maybe just, I don't know, maybe you have different teams, different areas of life, like your business or um, your fantasy, your first person RPG, role playing game. So, whatever you want to have in your experience, it is available. Whatever you see anybody on this planet doing, it's also available for you. Now, I help people anchor into 0 point pure consciousness even when they are clogged up, and then defrag energetically what they don't need, and then anchor realities and program your realities, program your timeline. This is something that's beyond even value at the moment of anything that you can purchase in the market, even coaching market or like crypto market or garments market or real estate market or whatever, where you go and you want to invest your monies. It's like, it's all cool things. Don't get me wrong, I love go shopping and get me like a nice pair of meditation balls that are ringing, and then I got this camera that's very useful and I love that I invested into that, like the image looks super crisp and it's following me as I jiggle. So I'm just saying the way that you are projecting your reality can influence anything that shows up in your reality as a projection, as the physical render, as the experience. So there's unlimited potentials that you can anchor. So if that's something that kind of sounds like we have some thing to do, then you can also hit me up through Telegram, and we can arrange a one-on-one mentorship for you and me to have fun with creating timelines. So there I said it. I leave you with that, and I hope you have a nice freaking, or you can push hard as you wish, as you wish.